Hey, good morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jen Wall here. The Arizona Department of Health Services has just released new numbers on coronavirus cases statewide. DHS is reporting 142 people have died, and there are now 3,962 confirmed cases. Those numbers are up from yesterday when there were 131 deaths reported and just over 3,800 confirmed cases. The Navajo Nation has also been hit hard by the coronavirus. Yesterday, the community announced 5 more deaths. A health specialist who has family still on the reservation posted this on Facebook, asking if anyone would be willing to make face masks for elders. Donations started piling in from all over the U.S., even all the way from Florida and Hawaii. Now, thanks to all of the support, they have been able to send 3,000 masks and several food boxes to the people on the reservation.
This pandemic that's happening there, we want to be able to get ahead of it and to stop our people from dying, to help them have a chance to live.
If you would like to help, you can reach out to an organization called Get Us PPE. We have that information on our website, 12news.com. And there are 15 days left now on Arizona's current stay-at-home order. So Governor Ducey and his team are tackling the question of when our state could reopen and what that might look like. The governor says we should not expect our economy to snap back to the way it was right before the coronavirus shut us all down. Now, he has added that he's talking with state business leaders to work on plans for possibly easing up on restrictions in the future.
Well, I think April 30th is a date to focus on because it's the date that our guidance statewide goes until. A decision's going to have to be made sometime before April 30th, but until we have a lot of time until then. We don't want to provide, we can be aspirational. We're a hopeful people.
And hope is definitely something that we all need to have and hear right now. So the governor says he will extend or revise his current executive orders if necessary. Governor Ducey also wanted to make one more point clear. He, not President Trump, would make the decision on what May 1st and beyond will look like for Arizonans, our economy, and our livelihood. Meanwhile, the Scottsdale Police Department has confirmed one of its dispatchers has tested positive for COVID-19. We are told other dispatchers were moved to a different location to continue operations while the dispatch center receives a deep cleaning. A spokesperson says there will be no disruption of services. Now, only on 12 News, emergency protective gear that's meant for Phoenix firefighters is getting hijacked before it ever even arrives in Arizona. That's according to Phoenix Fire Chief Kara Kalkbrenner. Now, she says firefighters are now being forced to improvise ways to protect themselves against the coronavirus. It all started with this photo you see right here, showing 2 Phoenix firefighters responding to a recent emergency call. Now, instead of protective gowns, they were wearing rain ponchos. And first responders are advised to cover their uniforms while helping the public as a way to prevent the spread of the virus. So we asked the chief about the photo, and Team 12's Joe Dana has the exclusive interview.
The fire chief's comments reflect just the sheer frustration so many first responders are feeling as they try to keep themselves protected.
We have ordered millions of dollars worth of PPE, personal protection equipment, that keeps getting hijacked before it gets to the city of Phoenix.
Fire Chief Kara Kalkbrenner explaining why some Phoenix firefighters are wearing rain ponchos in place of protective gowns while responding to emergencies. This photo, recently posted online by a concerned citizen, shows 2 firefighters wearing the ponchos. Chief Kalkbrenner says the International Association of Fire Chiefs has determined the disposable ponchos are a reliable protection.
Think of a rain poncho. It doesn't ever permeate. It doesn't get to your skin or your clothing, so it is protecting you.
We looked on the CDC website. We talked to the Maricopa County Health and Arizona State Health officials. We said, we need to protect our firefighters. Could something like a poncho work? They said, absolutely.
They may work, but they aren't the long sleeve fitted gowns typically used by first responders. We asked the chief
Where are they going? Why aren't they getting to our firefighters?
We don't know. Some of them were supposed to come off the coast of California through San Francisco. We had an order of like 2 million pieces of N95 masks. They never made it to Arizona. Either the feds are hijacking them, or it's not the state. They're not getting them either, but they're just not making it to Arizona. I use the word hijack, probably not an appropriate term, but that's what it feels like when we can't get our equipment to help our members.
Yeah, okay.
On Tuesday, we showed the photo to Senator Martha McSally.
I mean, I think we can all agree that our frontline healthcare heroes and our first responders need the protective gear in order to keep themselves safe.
McSally said she couldn't comment specifically on this image, but that generally relying on overseas shipments for PPEs is one reason there is a shortage.
We need these things made in America and available in America for a time such as this.
As for those N95 masks, the Phoenix Fire Department says they expect a new shipment soon, and they have a reserve for up to 2 to 3 weeks. Joe Dana, 12 News.
All right, thank you, Joe. So let's take another look at the new totals of coronavirus cases just released by the Arizona Department of Health Services. DHS is reporting 142 people have died, and there are now 3,962 confirmed cases. Those numbers are up from yesterday when there were 131 deaths reported and just over 3,800 confirmed cases. Now, taking a closer look at the numbers right here in Maricopa County. According to the County Health Department, there are more than 2,100 confirmed cases. There are now 60 deaths, more than 400 people in the hospital, and 134 in the intensive care unit. With new information coming out almost by the minute, we know it can be hard to keep up. You can find the latest information surrounding the coronavirus and how it's affecting Arizona on the 12 News app. It is free to download if you don't have it already. Well, thank you for joining us for this latest update. Make sure you stay safe and have a great day, Arizona.